the penalty may in fact be zero. If it does not meet that requirement and you want to give some sort of defined contribution, then it will be as if you were not offering coverage, because you have to offer the coverage that meets that 60% actuarial value threshold in order for it to be either yes or no test.
And let me note that we have been big supporters of the idea of defined contribution, assuming it's done right.
All right. And what if an employee is on Medicare? Are they exempt from the full-time employee calculation? Say, for example, I have approximately 50% of my staff that is retired, or excuse me, that's on Medicare.
Good question. I don't think they count toward the hours, but I don't know. Kevin, do you know? That's an interesting question.
It's one of the clarifications that we do need in formal regulations. If they are on Medicare, of course, they have satisfied their individual mandate responsibilities, but we do need to figure out the answer of if they have satisfied the employer responsibilities. My reading of it is that, you know, you must, if you're over 50 and you're large, then you have to offer. It doesn't mean that person has to accept. As long as you have the offer of coverage, you've satisfied your responsibilities. If you offer and they opt for Medicare because they have to, then you're not going to be penalized for them, and they will satisfy their individual responsibility requirements, so there will be no penalty. But if you are large, it's likely that you will have to offer, they just do not have to accept.
Okay, in which case, from what Kevin's saying, it sounds as if they will count toward your 50, even though they at some point become irrelevant during the calculation part.
Right, we have some more questions about types of workers. This person says they are a taxi and transportation company. Would paying our drivers as subcontractors eliminate our need to comply with Obamacare?
This is another one that will probably take further regulation to determine. There could be a shift because of the law from full-time to part-time. There could be a shift from employees to temp employees. There could be a shift, like, you know, there are certain shifts in workforce that could be compliance. I don't think, for the purposes of the law, though this will take further regulation, you can completely avoid a penalty by structuring your workforce for the purpose of avoiding the penalty, meaning I try to move to complete workforce of independent contractors. However, again, big asterisk there, and we will update our documents as we learn more. But there would raise some red flags. We just don't know the answer quite yet.
Okay. This is a great question. Where are you looking to keep up with daily regulations that are coming up through the law, and where should small business look to keep up with all of these changes?
Well, we're one place you can look. It's kind of what we do in life, which is keep up on these and disseminate the information to our members. It's if you're not a member of NFIB, then that's a virtue of joining, because we do work very hard to keep members informed. Our website has lots of information. You know, how to